Welcome, friends. This is the Word Cloud Tarot Show, and today is the 22nd of March 2021. You may have noticed that yesterday evening in the town of Bristol, there was a bit of a brouhaha. Protesters clashed with police, is the way the BBC always described these protests. But I thought we would use a tarot reading to see what the tarot thinks went down. We'll be using the Word Cloud Tarot deck, which is my deck that I designed to be the easiest to read in the whole world. For instance, here we can see the 8th trump card is about strength, because all of these words to do with strength are written on the card. Compassion and enthusiasm and fortitude and self-respect. We will do a 5-card cross reading. I suspect that seems like a good sort of reading to do. The protest yesterday, which kicked off, was against the protest bill being delayed recently to give the police more powers to fight protests. So a lot of protest goes on there. This could have been the last chance protesters have to protest until annoying people at a protest can get you 10 years in jail or whatever else was suggested. In a 5-card cross reading, we have cards representing the past and the present and hidden influences and external influences and the outcome. So let's see what those cards are. The first of them is the first trump card, if you don't count the Fool at least. Here's the Magician. The Magician is capable and creative, and electricity and alchemy are some things associated with him. The next card we'll reveal is the Hidden Influences. Hidden Influences, the first Wand card, the Ace of Wands. That represents electricity as well, but also momentum and funding and vigour. And impatience, impotence even. The next card is the 11th trump card, Justice. This one's come up in the external position. It's about democracy and oversight and accountability. The present card is represented by the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is known as the Manifest. It's about impotency and willpower and assurance and jealousy and enthusiasm. And the final card for today is the card for the outcome position. And that's the 14 of Cups, a royal card, the King of Cups. It represents mystical courage and gentleness. He's a bit of a guru, a practitioner and knowledgeable astrologer. So what does all this layout mean? This whole spread needs to form a narrative, which we'll describe in the summary. This reading is very much about will, about the manifestation of the public's desire. We start here with the trump card, the Magician, and this is very much about a person finding their own desire, their own will. And so this is about the public's desire and will, becoming inspired to use force for humanity. And again, that's backed up here by the Hidden Influence card. This is the Ace of Wands, very much about the birth of will. The Wands suit is about this force for desire and change in the world that is human will. And of course, that's moderated normally by the external influence of the Justice card. If we let the public's desire free without any kind of justice system to keep it in check, then it becomes unruly, like it did indeed last night. We need a credible justice system as an external influence to keep the will of the people from overspilling and destroying the people. And yesterday, the will of the people was made manifest, very much so, in the events of the evening. The anger at the suppression of the right to protest was on show, and they railed against the justice system, which is perhaps threatening to become too powerful and to suppress the will of the humans. Now, the final outcome card we've got here is a communicative and nuanced leader. He's a knowledgeable and informed educator, which doesn't sound very much like Boris to me, certainly. So perhaps the cards are saying we will change our leader as a result of things connected with the Bristol Brouhaha, or perhaps this is saying the judge in the case will be a more wise and fair judge, and we'll have to wait and see, won't we? If Boris is deposed and we get ourselves a leader like the 14th, the King of Cups, that would be much preferable, in my opinion. So let's hope that that's what happens. That's it for today. You can buy your own deck of cards exactly like these ones, with the words written on them, and you'd be a fool not to, wouldn't you? You can go to wordcloudtarot.com to buy a deck just like mine. You can follow us on WordCloud Tarot on Twitter or on the YouTubes, or through RSS on our website at wordcloudtarot.com. Do all that, and if you do, I will see you maybe next week, maybe the week after. I often seem to miss the first Monday of the month, so we'll see. Whichever one it is, stay safe.